Yo, 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 what is up, guys? Welcome back to the video on this channel with me today on F124. So, doing the first race at Jeddah, for this video. I would say it's not one of my, best moments at the moment in this race. So, I mean, yeah, so, off we go at the back, starting from the back, heading down towards turn 1. Just trying to be careful as always, see what these guys are up to. Lucky I managed to avoid the little bit of chaos through there. And then coming towards the twisty part of the Sector 1, just trying to back out a bit and see what they're doing. And just trying to be careful on these curves, so sometimes you go off the circuit sometimes on that curve through here. And now I can get my speed up a little bit after the first sector. Now this is where the speed begins. Not too bad so far. Luckily I didn't get caught yet, so just try and stay out of trouble and get a clean first lap, and I should be okay through the rest of the race in that. Yeah, so as you can see by the title, it was kind of a little bit messy. Like this one, made a few mistakes. You'll see that later on in 3 laps time. And then I think the next race, I'll show you that later. I think that was the not just messy, but it was chaos. It was crazy race I ever had in this vidno for this one. So that's not till the later on in the vidno after this race, where it was kind of crazy chaos messy race I ever had. So in that race so far. So yeah, I'll save that for later in the vidno, so make sure you stay tuned for that if you want to watch that Spa vidno around Belgium. So for that one. So yeah, so back into this race. I managed to get another 3 places there, so or 2, I'm not sure. And then another 2 spinners in front of me, so up to into the top 10 now after the first lap, so it's not too bad. Kind of making small progress through there, apart from getting a warning, and also up to P7 right now. So we are making small progress, but we've still got loads of time. Got a bit of 3-4 laps remaining till that one is done, till that race is finished. So still got another few places along the way, so we still got time a little bit, but then fine from there. As Conda was the middle sector, I got DOS from in front of me, and these two got tangled, so I wasn't sure what's happening here. Then I went wide at that corner, then I hit the wall on the other side of the circuit. I wasn't sure what those two are doing, trying to go side by side through there, and then they got tangled before the last corner, so I was quite lucky with that. So I managed to get through there nicely, but apart from going a bit wide through there. Yeah, so not sure what these two are doing. I mean, what they should have done is they should have just stayed single file through there, and then they would have gone for it at the last corner. That's what's supposed to happen, but they decided to tap each other around. So that's fine by me. So I'm just, and then at least I didn't get into that mess. So lucky I didn't get spun and all that. This guy went a bit, made a mistake a few corners ago, then he went a bit wide. So now I'm behind this Williams driver who's very, very quick. I'm quite surprised. So yeah, so I'm just following him for now and see what I can do from there. The first two are quite miles away from where we are, so we're only about halfway into this race right now. Only 2.5 laps remaining. I think the first two leaders might make a mistake, or they might have a nice battle maybe, so hopefully we have a chance to catch up. And then I hit the wall again on the exit, so not my idea, but I've still got DOS from behind him, so at least I got that. So I can save my DOS a little bit, down towards the last corner. I think I kept it in hot lap, so because I want to try catch up to the first two, so I need to get past him straight away with DOS, and I'm using overtake to save my battery a bit more. And I managed to get past the Williams nicely. And down towards turn 1, just make sure I don't go too wide or don't get a warning. That should be fine. And that puts me into P3 on nap 4. So the guy has a 2-second penalty. One guy hasn't, so I might have a chance for P2 here. But apart from made that mistake there going on the curb, but luckily I didn't go too wide, because that would have been worse every time I do that. I did it on a few occasions, but luckily I did it on this one. So yeah, so we got these two are, well, one has a penalty, so I might have a chance to catch him up if he hasn't got EOS or those two are battering. That would be fantastic if I have the chance to catch up. I'm definitely gaining on the Mercedes driver, so I'm definitely gaining slightly. So I'm definitely I was 5 tenths quicker through there. So going through here nicely. That was a bit better that time compared to the other 2 laps. So very nicely through there. So now I just need to... Well, I'm kind of in a 2-second zone now from the guys in front of me. So definitely P2 at the moment at this stage. So not kind in P2, but I'm P2 on the road because he has a penalty. So the Nida is only 4 seconds in front of me. So he's at turn 1 right now. So I'm not actually that far away. So I'm definitely catching the Nida though. So definitely not that far away. So I'm definitely catching the P2 guy though. So I'm not sure there's damage in this race, but if there is damage, I think that's what it is. Because I'm definitely catching the Mercedes very quickly. Gained like a second in two sectors, I think, or about a nap now. So where I gained on the Mercedes driver. Well, I'm just trying to get into his DRS, and I'm already in his DRS already. Time I got to this left-hander. So that's great. So now I just need to wait and see what I can do from there. Just send my battery through here, because I need a bit more of ERS and all that. Come towards through here. The Nida has made a mistake on that corner, so that it's turning into a three-way battle now. I'm a bit far back, so I'm just turning in none right now. Save a bit of ERS through here, and try to get good exit as much as I can using hot lap. Not quite hit the wall, but I could have done a bit better there. But at least I didn't hit any walls on that occasion. I'm a bit far back from those two, but I decided to do this instead of doing that. I managed to get alongside him. Still got DOS though. I'm using overtake, and that puts into P2, and yeah, very nicely. So only a second off from the McLaren, so not that far from the win. But I'll take a podium and P2 in that occasion. I mean, I was already on P2 on the road anyway because of the penalty, so I'm fine with that. So it is a little bit messy of myself, hitting the wall and then twice in one lap. So went a bit wide on that too, but it's what it is. So it's not the end of the world. I'll take it all day though. As we move on to Spa now, this is where it was crazy, messiest race I ever had in this one. So I started from the back, 15th I think it was. So just trying to be careful at turn 1. Went around the outside. Luckily there's a couple spinners there. Put it into none or medium a few times just to make sure I get a good speed up the Charouge. Like that. Hot lap on the Charouge to make sure I get more speed a little bit. Wasn't sure where to go. He went to the right, I went to the left. And I decided to go to left here. Almost 2 wheels almost on the grass there. But luckily I managed to avoid it. And then through here very nicely. Just trying to stay on the inside of this right-hander. Luckily for that. And then decided to back out of that. And then this bit was quite crazy. Those 3 got into the wall, into the gravel. One of them made a mistake right in front of me. And I managed to get through the gap on the racing line. So that was kind of a crazy, that bit. So I was very lucky not to connive with that. So yeah, I was very lucky with that. So yeah, that puts me into P5 through the middle sector now. So not too bad. through the middle sector to make that P4 now, because the McLaren's made a mistake. Who won the race in the last one. Won the race at Jeddah in the Prezi race. So yeah, it's not too bad. So now into the top 5. So now I've got to try to catch up to car in front of me to get into the DRS. Luckily, decided to go for it. I was quite surprised when I did that, and I was quite surprised I managed to do that move. I was kind of miles back from the braking zone, so I thought I had no chance, but turns out I did. So I think I was quite pleased with that move. So at the bus stop chicane, so I was quite surprised. So yeah, so we're into P3 now. So we went from last to P3 in 1 lap, so not too bad. So I was quite surprised. So yeah, so now the first 2 are battling their own at the front, only a second and a half in front of me. Those 2 have penalties as well, so I'm kind of no man's land. So that makes me leading in the race at this stage. That makes P1 at the moment. So what I've got to do is try to catch up to the first 2. I mean, I don't have to, because they already had 2-second penalties anyway. So all I've got to do is try to get into the DRS and then stay behind them, really. And then that should be a win in the bag, maybe. But still got a long way to go, so not quite halfway yet, but I'm just trying to get into the DRS and might save a bit of battery through. I did save battery a little bit, but that got me up to 100% already until I got to the first sector. And yeah, I think one driver's behind me. It's definitely on my tail, but I think he's doing the same thing while I'm doing. So now I'm catching up to the first 2 now at the end of lap 2. The first 2 laps was kind of I say very nicely for me. And now this is where it gets well, at the beginning of lap 3, this is where it gets a little bit of chaos and messy at the moment. So I set fast up for the race. So I think I was the quickest guy on track at the moment. So now, apart from getting a warning there, but that was a bit stupid myself. So I wish I should have done better there, but never mind. So anyway, I decided to save a bit of EOS, use hot lap on the exit on the Charouche, go to the outside with overtaken DOS, managed to get past the Ferrari. A little bit of tangle, but luckily I got ahead. And then I decided to go for it at the Kemmel Straight. And then luckily I managed to avoid the accident. So lucky I decided then back through to make it fair. And then come towards the right-hander now. I think the Ferrari tapped me behind to push me wide. So luckily I didn't spin there. Through here, I didn't get a good exit. And this Ferrari was trying to I think he's trying to push me off the road or something, but I'm not sure what he was doing there. And then I had to net the other driver through because it was going 3 wide at that left-hander, so I decided to back out of that because literally no point going through. There's literally no point doing that, so I decided to back out of that. And then the full price guy, well, he was on my outside anyway, so I decided to let him through because I don't want to get into a tangled and a mess, so I stay out of trouble through there. And also, very luckily, he has a penalty as well. So, and then suddenly he turns an AI on. I don't know why he did that through here, because he literally just put an AI through here for no reason. So I decided to go through him anyway, because he's just... And then he decided to push me wide on the last exit of last corner, literally for no reason. So, I don't know why. So I managed to get past him at the first corner, because I'm not sure what he was doing there, but I decided to get past him anyway, because he's putting the AI on for no reason. So I literally don't know why. Anyway, I got past him, so now I can finally get back on track, where I was for the first 2 laps. I've got more speed than the Ferrari, so I go to the outside. He pushed me onto the grass, so I think he's trying to fend for his life or something, trying not to get past me. So I think he's trying to fend for his life. And then those 2 got into a tangled. And as I go to the inside, I went on the curb a bit too much there. So bit of weird moment there. Then I had to go around the outside, and then I lost another 3 places. along the way. So I'm back to P5 where I was a lap ago. So I'm kind of stuck because of this Ferrari. Because the Ferrari doesn't know what he's doing. He's literally trying to... Well, he's nearly pushed me on the grass twice. And then he tapped me wide at the lap ago. So I just couldn't... Yeah, no, I just found it very difficult sometimes. Because sometimes dirty drivers are kind of annoying, but don't know what they're doing. And don't know why they do that. Doesn't make sense to me. So I had to get past this Sauber through this corner, but he was already closing the door on me, so I had to back out of that. So I had to go for it anyway to get past him. And then, luckily, this Ferrari made a mistake. I managed to do a switchback with DOS and hot lap, but not quite, because I'm saving the EOS down towards the Kemmel Straight. We're on the last lap now, so following this Sauber in front of me, so just trying to follow them a bit and see what I can do from there. Up the Rouge nicely. Using hot lap and DOS and overtake. And luckily I didn't get pushed on the grass again, so I was very lucky with that. And that puts me to P3. So finally got past this Ferrari once again. Not the kind of way I wanted, but luckily I got through there eventually. So yeah, back into P3. So the top 4 had penalties, so I'm the only one with no penalties in the top 5. So I'm quite surprised when I got past them. And then this guy, I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, he didn't have to do that. So I mean, I appreciate it, but he didn't have to do that, because I would love to overtake you fair and square. So I mean, he had a 2-second penalty as well, so you can't blame him for that. I mean, yeah, I mean, he didn't. I mean, I appreciate it, but he didn't have to do that. So I think I did overtook him on the first lap. I think where I managed to got him at the bus stop when I was miles back. Yeah, I think he did it fair enough. So I mean, he didn't have to do that, but it's fair enough. So yeah, I appreciate for that. So yeah, so hopefully he comes back on there once again. So race me again one day. You can do it on open lobbies anytime you want. During the week. Sometimes during the week, maybe, when I do this. Every time I do these vidnos. Yeah, so anyway, I managed to win the race, because he had a 2-second penalty, so yeah, I could have won the race anyway. I would have won. I definitely had the race in the bag anyway, because I was definitely doing well for the first 2 laps. Yeah, so I'll take a win. A little bit messy and chaos, but in this race I ever had. So that's the name of this vidno for this one. So yeah, so that's me today. So make sure you like, subscribe to your channel. They'll appreciate it a lot. They'll give me support and all that. My apologies there. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you are new to the channel, I appreciate it a lot. Hit that subscribe button if you're new today. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, so I hope you guys have a nice day. Enjoy your weekend. Have a nice week. And I'll see you guys next video. See you guys next time from me today on F124. And see you later.